actually hack your own reality. And this is exactly what I did. First unconsciously, now I do it in a very conscious way. And we need to start from the very base. So pay attention to what I'm gonna say. So for example, can you tell me how you move your finger? You probably can't really put it in words. You just know the feeling of it. Stay with me. Remember when we learned how to ride a bicycle? We looked at someone, probably our parent, and we were seemingly doing the same movements, but with a completely different outcome. We would just fall. Why? Because we didn't feel the balance. Another example, if you and your friend go out and you meet another person, you might have a very positive feeling about this person and you will actually like the person. But your friend might feel in a very different way and he will feel like this person is no good to anyone. And your friend will not have this person around anymore, very likely. So you see, it's all a very subjective experience, the way we feel, what we feel, and what we feel shapes our reality in a very profound way. So another example, you and your friend go to a new restaurant and you taste some new food. You might feel the food is delicious, while your friend might feel that the food is disgusting. And you see what's happening here? Our feelings are shaping reality because for you, the food is good and that's a fact. But equally, for your friend, the food is disgusting and that's a fact for him as well. So you see what's happening? Our feelings are projecting our own reality. And although we live in the same world and the same reality, we all have different realities, different worlds inside the same reality. So what creates reality through what we feel? Our consciousness, our mind. So the way we feel shapes our consciousness, our mind, and our mind then creates a different reality based on our very own feelings. So there is a bridge here that we can connect. And what we can do is to inject a certain feeling into our reality. And that's the hack right there. What happens if we inject a certain feeling in our reality? We will confuse or trick our mind. And that is a very powerful practice that can be used in a placebo way, in a positive way, as well as in a nocebo. So to make a negative example, how many times did we feel that something negative is gonna happen and then actually happens? We always say, oh, we manifested it, but what does it mean? It means that we tricked our mind into believing that that is a possible reality or that that is reality, and then we actually subconsciously sabotage ourselves to develop that reality. In a placebo way, in a positive way, we can do the exact same thing. And that way is to visualize a better future, a different future for ourselves, and imagine and feel like we already own the things we want to own, we do the things that we want to be doing, we have the things that we want to be having. And this technique is called visualization. And it's feeling, that was the magic word here, and it's truly magic because if we feel that we already have something, we will not sabotage ourselves. We will actually trick our mind into achieving and developing that reality subconsciously. And that's a great way. So to help practice this exercise in a very precise way, what we're gonna do in the next chapter is to build our very own vision board. I will show you my very own vision board. I will probably blur out a few things that I want to keep private, but I'm going to show you, to give an example, how you can build your own vision board. So when you go and practice visualization, you know exactly what to look for. Because if you don't know what you want, it's pointless. We need to actually take time and think about the things we want to have and achieve. And that's very important. And I feel like a lot of you don't really do that. And I sometimes don't do that. And I feel somehow lost, you know. If I'm very stuck in my business, I'm so focused on a day-to-day task, I forget why I'm doing this and what I want to achieve. So taking a step back in this is key. It's actually something we undervalue a lot. And that's the key to success, in my opinion. I believe it so much that I even tattooed that on myself. I don't know if you can see it, but this tattoo says, visualize, because it changed my life and it can yours. And actually it's already actively changing your life because you're here right now in any situation you are in life because your feelings shape this reality you currently live in. So the next chapter is gonna make you more conscious over what reality you want to live in that. And that's fucking exciting. So see you there.